Day 7, Thursday. So 5 miles south of the tallest but one. So I can find the tallest mountain, I guess, and go to the second tallest because it's the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun, the tallest but one. 5 miles south. So this is, yeah, this seems the tallest, 978. 902 seems to be the second tallest. So it's 5 miles south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Now that's a weird plant. And wood again. I was able to strip away the swift mouse vines and lift the lid, with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffee contained nothing but dust. At least, that's what I thought at first. But when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the grey ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter, I awake." Solomon's scepter. That's a plant, right? Yes, yes it is. Hell's Gate. Growing along the stem. Light purple flowers. The smell is alluring. The shape looks similar, so I guess it's this one. Long vericund. Humulus procaria. Or proceria, not sure. Sometimes called witch's remedy. The long vericund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Used in witchcraft and satanic practices, so maybe I wouldn't label it yellow, maybe I label it something else. But yellow it is because it's a flower for now. Next one, the mailman. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield Way. And the letter? Kendmere Eye. Kendmere Eye? This eye? That doesn't mean Kentmere. If I go to Kentmere, it doesn't say anywhere that it's an I. I descended to a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I passed the Brockstone or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly, nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Alright, so next customer, I suppose. Verona again. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used in the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the dark incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help. Maiden sorrow. Do I have a maiden sorrow? The Dolores Spinatum. Ah, yes, this one. The focus plant. The flowers droop mournfully. Do I even have something like that? Soft leaves. This one? A single bloom flower that smells pleasant. This looks like the one. Doesn't say about the soft leaves, but yeah, that's it. And here we have some book entry on red ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from since. Confusingly, the last flower is in fact blue. Oh, Cultus grantis. Maybe it's this one then? Could be. I mean, this is blue. Okay, let's label this flower. Reuben again. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Combe. Verona noticed something at Swinside's site that had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something at Black Combe. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that Ferry stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend the night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Eyebright. Alright. It's this one. Brightly colored thorns. Well, this one has the brightly colored ones. Wild coal. Hispid vimburnum. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal as a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Yeah, so it's a berry plant. This one is the eyebright. Alright, next customer. Oh, green eyes. Is he a user? Does it ever stop raining in Andomir? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some grey sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place. Forest Fair. Forest Fair. Okay, you know what? I'll help you. Grey Sunfire. It's this one. Alright, maybe. I think it's this one. It's the only odd one out. Let's see. Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Yep. That's the one. And we have Ember Soul book entry, Animo Ignis. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It's sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Alright. And I think that's the end of the day. Do I have another bio? Yes, I have the Hunter. It is Forest Ver. Forest is one of the Dreyer, a group that builds a tolerance to the harmful effects of Tranthium from childhood so they can harness the plant's potent mind-enhancing abilities. It comes at a price. They will die if they stop taking it. Rumors that an ancient evil has arisen were too much for Forest to resist. Dreyer means hunter in the old tongue. He has traveled a long way to kill it. Alright, and Unknown, the woman in the jade mask. Little is known about the mysterious woman in the jade mask. She is occasionally seen in Andomir. People understandably avoid her cold demeanor. And Ennis Elford, a man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but it is rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It's not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Walking Dendru, the cultist. Well. And now we have for Verona something. She's an occult scholar. Verona has been studying the occult and the mysterious for many years. It started as a hobby, but gradually grew into an obsession. She hunts the boundary between truth and tale, seeking out the knowledge that others recoil from. She also brews a lovely cup of tea. So only one is missing now. Only one person is missing from more info. And that's the end of the day. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry, slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. And the clue says Lockwick to Illegal Head and Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. I guess this needs a convergence point to find a convergence point.